let's go to so do we go to Dear John next? Yeah, we go to Dear John.
Yeah, and then we're on the like almost the finale here. Now this is the one that we were like, it's over. It's over. Now what part? Like just the first minute or so or 2 minutes?
Let's just let it play first. Just
some of these commentators. Here we go. This is fun. Not only do I know them, do I know their failures? Do I know their social security checks? Do I know their inability to even contact their own family for help? Do I know their desire to leave their own state?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Let me set this up for you.
What do you mean?
I know everyone.
So far?
It's like I know everyone's deepest, darkest secrets. I know what to like.
He's like the Joker. He's the Joker at this point.
He's got like the whole stack of money in front of him. He's like, I just want to watch the world fucking burn. Like, here's my.
That's his delivery on this. He's like a supervillain or some shit. Like we were like, he's like almost like a serial killer. We started playing like scary serial killer music over it.
Get the Saw theme running right here.
Yeah.
Oh man,
we did that when we first covered this. I did have a song playing. It's like it would fit perfectly.
Oh man, I cannot fucking imagine being in the place that this man is.
So there's a big joke, by the way, that he has ceiling cats. Like there's cats looking from the ceiling.
Because he's always theatrically looking up at the ceiling for like no fucking reason.
Yeah, it's a huge
some weird tick that he has because I've noticed him do that too.
Yeah.
So who he's talking about? He's talking about some Kiwi farmer guy named John, who John was like a really big fan of his. He was subscribed to his locals. And Rekieta is basically telling a story where John was like suicidal and Rekieta had to help him get to the mental hospital and he didn't have money and all this crazy stuff. And the whole reason he's doing this is because John is now like on his Kiwi Farms thread telling him that he needs to stop drinking and he needs to get help. So he's going to burn this guy who he helped in like the guy was in a suicidal position and Rekieta is going to use that to mock him and say he's a weak person and garbage because he felt suicidal. It's pretty disgusting.
He even says, I'm sure you'll watch the full thing when you're doing your thing, but he does tell the guy that he's too poor. He's like, I know you're broke. You can't even afford the bullet to blow your own head off. Like shit. Like, and his chat's like, stop, please, Rekieta, Nick, stop.
He has to go to a YouTube streamer to beg for a shred of attention. Say, please, Rackets, I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh man. Begging is embarrassing. I love you. My family hates me. I can't get a job. I'm so mentally handicapped. Like I can't do anything. And my name is John. All I want to do, I want to die. I want to put a bullet in my mouth, but I can't afford a gun. Texting me this, by the way. I'm like, hey, holy shit. Brother, you want to kill yourself? Like, that's not good. No, I deserve to die. Well, I mean, probably, but seriously, no, that's not good. Can you buy an Uber and go to the hospital? No, I can't afford an Uber. You can't afford an Uber? Like $8. You can't afford one. Why? I'm on Social Security because we use some piece of shit. But I'm so successful. Oh, man, that's fucking embarrassing. Man, that is embarrassing. Whoa. Right? Dude. I'm such a piece of shit. My family hates me. Nobody loves me. I'm just going to kill myself. You're messaging me. You're texting a fucking YouTuber. Holy. Oh, my God, man, that's embarrassing. Right, John?
Mind you, he's the one answering the text messages. He's the one that's enabling the parasocial relationship.
Oh, like, you can't even, like, really respond to it because it's like, you know, we all do, like, our jokes and we all laugh at shit and we all, like, have a good fucking time. But it's like, we've all probably had, like, a fan that's hit us up and, like, I've had a fan or two, like, years ago hit me up about, like, school and shit like that. And it's like, I had this one fan, I remember, he was like, they were thinking about, like, dropping out or something. And I was just like, it was, like, one of those things where it's, like, late night, I'm in the middle of a game or something. And I at the time, like, I look at my message and it says read, so I'm like, I don't want to leave it unread if this guy's going through something. So, you know, it's just like you kind of walk somebody through. It's like, hey, this is, you know, life is tough. Like, school can be hard. And, you know, you guide them through the best you can. But it's like everyone has that moment to see him do that to, like, somebody that is a fan, even if they're, like, you know, fucking not your fan anymore, and then like to weaponize it, it's like there's no redeeming any of that. Like there wasn't any redeeming it on the fact that he fucking put his kids in danger, but it's like what an abject pile of fucking shit. Like
No, this is really where people said this was the point of no return, where they had no respect for him anymore. Because this clip is 28 minutes, but Muta, this goes on for like over 2 hours.
Yeah,
of him just berating this guy.
Who's shitting on that John guy for 2 hours? Oh my god,
John. And then he's like, he reveals what state he lives in, where his family lives. He he reveals, like, honestly, we're not gonna watch the whole thing because it's very long. But when you watch it, it's almost like it feels so surreal. It's like a David Lynch movie. You're like, is this even real?
Give it 2 more.
Yeah. You're like, is this even fucking real, dude?
You're texting me, and I say, I'm like, holy shit! Please don't kill yourself. First of all, you can't afford the bullets. You've already expressed that. You can't afford the Hardys that would kill you either. You're just you. You're just a useless pile of garbage. You can't afford an Uber to the hospital. You're texting me, begging me, please. Oh man, I'm spiraling. Don't kill me. Don't let me kill myself. I'm like, why? First of all, I can't control you from killing yourself. Only you can do that, brother. Have you tried calling 911? No. I can't spell. I'm Korean. Literally just 911. No. How far are you from the hospital? 4 miles. Why don't you walk towards the hospital and then call 911, tell them where you're walking? Because you cannot do it. Oh my God, man. This is embarrassing. You can't get to the hospital. Or you buy a limo or a private jet to the hospital like a normal middle-class person. They're like, oh, I can't make it in middle class. I have crippling disabilities and anxieties.
The way that he's describing this guy, it's like you're talking to somebody that's like mentally like not all the way there.
Yeah.
So he's just like making fun of somebody that's like, you know, has some like mental impairments.
He's making fun of somebody with like mental and physical disabilities, like a guy on disability who's struggling in life. And it's like the idea that he has to make this public and like shame and humiliate this person whose life, by the way, he's describing it is already really hard. When Rekida's life is really good, and Rekida just can't be content with that, he just has to spitefully humiliate this person. That's where it's really disgusting. You know, that's where people really had a problem with it.
All because the guy was like, you're drinking too much.
Yeah, it's like he's just like he's acting like a fucking child. But the other thing is like it's insane that in his own head right now, like as drunk as he is, he probably thinks he's like the coolest fucking guy on like stream right now.
Yeah,
like you see me berate this like mentally like disabled guy right now on the internet for being suicidal. Like what the fuck?
How did he think this was going to be a W or that people would praise it? He's just blacked out of his mind.
It's crazy. It goes.
Skip ahead a bit.
You literally can't tell him to stop drinking. It's like fucking like this. It almost feels like a guy that's never been told no in his life. It's like the moment you tell him, it's like, yeah, you're being kind of a fucking, you know, dumbass. He'll take that as like a personal fucking insult, you know?
He has self-diagnosed. I don't think it's been clinically diagnosed. Oppositional defiance disorder. So he says when somebody tells him to do something, it makes him do the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Can you come pick me up? I'm going to kill myself if I don't get some help. The idea is they go and talk to some
this
counselors.
Is halfway through of this
20, They identify their problems. They're like, hi, John. Why can you not in any way sustain any employment? Well, because I can't stop masturbating at the thought of children. Holy shit.
So he just claims that John
is like actually crazy.
Dude, why does he keep like projecting everyone's a pedo? This is so fucking sus, dude.
It really is.
Project this pedo shit. It's so suspicious to me, dude. Like, never have I ever gotten into an argument with somebody and I'm like, you know what? You're probably a fucking child fucker. I'm like, nobody does that, dude. It's so weird. It's such a weird tell. I feel like it's a tell. Like, I don't want to just make a claim because I'm not him, but it's so weird. Like, it's the second time it's happened. It's weird.
He does call a lot of people pedos. Like, here, I'll just throw it. Oh, look at this.
Look at that.
Oh, he is fucking gone.
That was our old thumbnail, I think. I'm pretty sure.
That was like the worst to date that he had looked.
Eliminated right now.
Out of it. when he starts
Yeah,
talking
these
about
things
black
true.
people on this clip, it's crazy too, man. Like,
Oh,
No. You save a person's life. This is quintessentially Kiwi Farms, wrapped up for all of you. As a person whose family has disowned them, will
All
never
right.
have a significant other.
okay, like.
it's so mean. It's so cruel and spiteful, man. It's just like,
This guy's like suicidal. Like, why would
Bastard,
you do
man.
this? All right. you
Well,
wanna
he's
move
like
on?
he's like projecting his own shit too, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you can tell around this moment his life's not looking the best. Because anybody that's like in a good state of mind or like a good state of life is like they're not going to tear somebody down like that, you know? Like, okay, I get people who like say, "Muta, you're a fucking Pajit street shitting piece of shit all the time," and I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck. Like, I can't take that seriously, you know? Life is fine. Like, I'm more worried. I'm like, why are you so fucking mad, right? Like, personally, like, is it because to me when somebody's like that, I'm like, there's something going on in your life. You're fucking really pissed. You gotta fucking jump to the street shitter joke. It's fine, whatever. It's cool. But then it's like you're not gonna go out and like objectively destroy a person, right? Because if your life is fine, you're gonna like fucking wash it off. You're gonna move on with your life. You're gonna do your shit. And that's it. But like he's just using this like it's pretty telling when you're shitting on somebody with like all of life's problems just to make yourself feel a little better, and you still have to fucking drink your way through it. Like what
that's
the fuck?
you know what? You really nailed it. You really nailed
Look, I get called a retard about 100 times a week for having a stutter, and I just go like, I have a stutter. Yeah, it's cool, fine. I'm not gonna fucking lose my mind over it. And it's funny. It's cool. I love it, guys. It's cool. Yeah, I see you in chat. Yeah, Tardsky.